Welcome to Toffee TV. It is Club Call the day after the night before. The day after we went to Bournemouth and beat them, which we've not done before in the Premier League. So, brilliant results 8 days after winning at Old Trafford. There was something in between that we didn't like, but that move on. But
just a cold day.
It was a very cold day. Excellent results, and obviously, as of now, Everton are 3 points off a Champions League place, and that sounds good. In a few hours, that might not be the case, but right now, it is. So, all good, and a really good performance. I was really impressed with the way we played last night, and then it's gives you that sort of, keeps you in with the fighting pack for Europe, regardless of whether Everton get there, but you're in that conversation in December, and gives you enough breathing space from the bottom three to sort of relax a little bit as well. So big win.
Oh, it was a very big one. It was one of those ones where you don't see it coming, and Everton have done something a little bit unusual, which is good. Because we're normally used to seeing Everton do things that were all very predictable, but they didn't. He went down there, they put in a great performance, rolled up the sleeves, and they got the win.
Won 8 away games.
I'm here for that all day.
David Moyes in this since he took over in January, which is only Arsenal have won more, and Arsenal have got 30 points in that time. Everton have got 27. So if we can get the form right at home, then I'll tell you what. David Earl says.
Is my mic turned off?
David Earl says we popped their cherries.
Clearly,
so, fair play. We did. We did. But done well. And very much like we said, it was under David Moyes in the first chapter of his Everton history, generally bounced back from a very disappointing performance with at least a strong performance. Not always a result, but always a strong performance, and that's what he did yesterday. So.
Yeah, it's good mentality, isn't it? It's a mentality of it. It's a kind of Moyes. That's what Moyes puts into a team, isn't it? It's what we were used to the first time. Is the mentality of like something's not going to happen again. We've lost that game, or we've played in a certain way. That's not going to happen again. And I think you saw that last night. You saw senior players grab hold of the team and be like, lead by example, and then the younger players have to follow suit. And listen, I don't know how you legislate for what happened on Saturday. I don't know how. That's a collective thing, but it's obviously started by one or two things obviously going behind early on. I don't know whether there's whether they feel a pressure to play at home. I don't know whether there's a pressure to play a certain way at home. I don't know, but we haven't had too many games this season where one thing will follow on from the next. I think we got beat by Manchester City, and it was Spurs, wasn't it? I think they were the only times we've had back-to-back defeats. So that's really good. And again, it's that thing of just picking up wins, isn't it? It's just picking up wins, results. We're on 21 points now. Just keep that going. Just keep that ticking over. And then we might surprise ourselves. We might surprise ourselves in other games. I suppose that's what we've done in the last 2 away games. But win the games you're supposed to win, and then everything else is a bit of a bonus. Get back to being that team who regularly just picks up those wins that you're like, yeah, we're supposed to win that game because we're good enough to win that, and we've got good enough players. But again, for me last night, it was a case of like, when you've got more footballers in the team and they're playing in positions where they can affect the game, it's so noticeable.
Yeah.
So noticeable.
It's huge, because when you're under the cosh, they're the ones that calm it all down for you as well. And, And yet it's not just you smashing it away and then coming back to you and you're having to defend all the time. So that was noticeable last night, particularly Dewsbury Hall and Grealish getting hold of the ball, getting hold of the game, and we needed it too. And they calmed everything down, and it was big. It was big. Right, we have got quite predictably on the night when Everton were unpredictable. Quite predictably, we have got Fletch waiting. So, Fletch, good evening. How are you?
All right, Baz, how's it going?
I'm okay, mate. All the better for that win last night. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm feeling quite relieved after that win. I think we needed that more than anything. We just needed that one victory against Bournemouth last night.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame that we didn't get a result against Newcastle, because we could have potentially been further up in the league and been in that contention for European places.
Well, I think we still are very much in contention for the European place, whether we'd have won at the weekend or not. We might have got a result against Newcastle and not ground out a result last night. So I think you just have to, and it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? We've got to just focus on going forward. But that's 3 wins out the last 4, Fletch. So
yeah, exactly. It's exciting times to be in blue at the moment, because we seem to be breaking records as well. Like having gone to Old Trafford and dominated them at Old Trafford with 10 men and got the first away victory and under David Moyes at Old Trafford, and being the first Premier League team in the history to go down to 10 men, and secure the result. It's a good time to be a Blue, and having gone to Bournemouth as well and got the first win away from home. It's good times to be a Blue at the moment, I must admit.
Good. It is, so enjoy it.
Yeah, that's it, mate. We've got Nottingham Forest at the weekend, which I'm excited to see how Sean Dyche plays the game, to be fair. It'll be his first game at Hill Dickinson Stadium, and it'll be interesting to see what side he puts forward and how they compete against the likes of Jack Grealish, the likes of Dewsbury Hall and Jai. And I think, to answer the question of the club call, do we sign him now? If we can, we must. Because Jack Grealish he loves Everton. He loves Everton, doesn't he? He loves playing for David Moyes. He loves the club. He loves the fans, and it's good to see him finally get a goal, get another goal under his belt.
Yeah, listen, he's enjoying it, isn't he? He's obviously. We were in the room in America when the press conference finished, and we were speaking to David Moyes, and he was telling other journalists he was very confident Grealish had come, wasn't he? And obviously that played out a couple of weeks later. And since he got through the door, he's gone on and on about David Moyes and how he convinced him to come to Everton, and he loves playing for him. And that's 6 goal contributions in 13 games.
Yeah.
So that's a really good return. Should he score more? Well, hopefully he will. Hopefully he'll shoot more.
Well, that's it. If he's making more shots and actually securing that finish, then it will. The more he shoots, the more chance he's got to score, hasn't he?
Exactly. You're definitely not scoring if you don't shoot, Fletch.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He might have got a bit fortunate with the deflection, but it still counts, doesn't it? And I like the look of the collar as well on the new third kit. When the way he pulled up his collar, it was like, right, let's have it, let's be having you. It was really good all round Everton play.
Yeah, I don't know whether I'd include really go around Everton play in him pulling his collar up, but I get your point. He went full Cantona, bit of arrogance. I like that. That kit's lovely anyway. That kit.
I would have preferred it to be white, but I do like it. It looks quite posh. It looks quite retro. It looks quite unique in that respect, and it's a nice quality Everton shirt, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's a lovely kit, and that was a lovely 3 points. That's for sure.
Definitely.
We did wear that, of course, in New Jersey when they beat us 3-0.
Yeah. Say that again, sorry.
I said we wore that kit in New Jersey against Bournemouth in the summer series, and they beat us 3-0 in it. So it was nice to wear it again and win the important one. The important one. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But really good on Grealish. Yeah, absolutely. He seems to be happy. Listen, we are just asking the question today. Of course, that decision won't be made until the summer. But
Yeah.
long may his form continue.
Long may his form continue. He
excellent.
should get a shout out for England if he carries on the way he's going with Everton. Just enjoying his football, just enjoying his time at the club. Like I said, just enjoying his relationship with the fans. Like, we are a massive club in that respect. We are, like, we've opened our arms to him, haven't we? Like, he's settled in really well. He's got his assists, he's getting his goals now, and it's just onwards and upwards. We are the famous EFC, up the Toffees.
I can't add anything to that. Everything you've said there is correct. And obviously there was that video doing around last week, wasn't there, of Thomas Tuchel and Anthony Barry speaking to Jack Grealish in the tunnel after winning at United.
Garner.
James Garner as well, but and then obviously him and Grealish went and had a chat. So quite clearly Tuchel's saying, look, you know,
he's
keep
well
going.
within the mix.
You're in
well
me, you know,
contention.
you're in me thoughts. Yeah, exactly. So it's listen, only Jack can affect it, can't he?
Exactly.
The only
And
way
I think he's only going to get better as well as the season progresses. I think he's only going to get better as well as the season goes on.
Okay, good. Well, then that's a real positive, isn't it? If he's got
it's
6 goal
like,
contributions now.
Where do you think we're ever going to finish this season, fellas?
I honestly don't know. I said in the summer, I said on the overlap in the pre-season one will be between, I don't know, 10th and 14th. And listen,
people keep saying the top half finishes on the cards.
Yeah, listen. I'm saying between that. Saturday, I'd have said 12th. Today, I'm going to say 8th. But the reality is, it could be anywhere. It could be anywhere, Fletch, between 8th and 14th, couldn't it? Let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah, let's be honest.
There's a lot of teams in that
I think
mix.
we should be aiming for the top 6. Whether or not we get there is a completely different story. But if we're aiming for the top 6, and if we get 8th, I think that'll be a massive achievement for the club this season.
I think the manager will be aiming for the top 4. But if we finish 10th, no, I think he will. You've got it.
Yeah.
You should be
I like your optimism.
Well, what I'm saying is that's what they will be looking for, won't they? They'll be looking, going, hang on, we're 3 points behind the Champions League place. However, the reality is there's a lot of
so tight
football.
The league at the moment. That's why that's why when we dropped points against Newcastle, I was so disappointed because the league is so tight at the moment, isn't it?
You do have to step back, though, don't we? If we're stepping back and looking at it properly, a lot of those teams between us and the 3rd place team have got much better squads than Everton. Have got deeper squads than Everton.
And I think a lot of them could drop off as well. If you look at the likes of Sunderland and whatnot as well, like they still have. I
don't look at the Sunderland have been fantastic. I don't expect them to stay where they are. They've been brilliant. But I'm talking about teams you've got to try to get over, get above, you know. And the Spurs have got a brilliant squad. They're not doing great at the moment. United,
they're
strong,
a bit hit and miss at the moment, aren't they, Spurs? Yeah.
We've just got to captain bleeding off.
Just got to have that consistency.
Got to win as many
games. I think the word you're looking for is winning mentality and a bit more consistency. Because we are breaking records away from home, but we're slipping a little bit when it comes to our home form.
Yeah, neither of them, Fletch, with the words I was looking for, but fair play to you, son. I'll take it. No, listen, we've just got to win as many as we can and see where it gets us. I don't think at this stage is the right time to talk about where Everton will finish, because it could all change again in the next couple of weeks, couldn't it? But we're doing well at the moment. We do need to
bolster our efforts in the January transfer window as well, don't we?
They're going to have to try to dip into it, yeah. I mean,
we need another striker. We need another striker, and we need another right back, don't we?
Yes, we do, Fletch.
So but we're steadying the ship, and it's like, and we're steadying the ship, and we're focusing on the next game now, which is against the Nottingham Forest. And I see us doing some great things as a club this season, and getting some more really good victories, because it's about character building, isn't it? It's about us, and especially our young fan base. It's about breaking their records and watching the game, and going to the game. And just living the dream, essentially, don't we? Living the dream, essentially.
Just winning games, yeah. If we can win against, it's good for you know, the young lads. It was like for Zach last week to go into school having seeing Everton win at United and things like that, and loads of
it was a
loads of
massive
young
result,
lads who
that.
were having to. No, but loads of kids who were in school and even lads who were 17, 18, you know, the mates are Reds and they've won all trophies. So when your team can get big results, at least it gives them that little bit of something to hang on to, doesn't it? That who knows what can happen. But that was a big win last night, and well done, David Moyes, and well done, the lads. 3 wins out of 4. And let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it till Saturday, because life comes at you fast, as we found out last
the Premier
Saturday.
League. The Premier League. I'm quite confident about the fixtures we've got coming up about getting results. You know, like Chelsea away, I see us getting a draw there. You know, I really do. Depending on what team shows up in terms of like the Everton way, the Everton way of doing things. I'm quite confident that we can get results, and that's credit to David Moyes, that as the manager. Because he's come in, he's settled the ship, he's steadied the ship, he's brought in a load of new players, and we're playing some decent football. We are playing some decent football. It was scrappy last night. I must admit, it was scrappy at times. It was hard fought, but we got the result and we got the victory, and that's all that matters.
That's
Correct.
It. Nice one.
Correct.
Fletch, is that your mum I can hear? Shouting
No. I've told her. I told her there's a Toffee TV. I've got a chant for her when it comes to Fletcher's mum. He's cooking the tea. Fletcher's mum is cooking the tea. Yeah, she started laughing and she said, "Sorry to interrupt." But she's making a homemade chicken soup tonight.
Oh, nice. Sounds nice.
Nice. You better get down there and get some. Yeah. Nice one, Fletch.
Get a bit of sourdough with it, lad, and enjoy.
See you later, mate.
Well,
I'm going to take it easy, fellas.
See you, mate. It's right, Fletch. See you later, mate. Ta-da.
Cheers, mum.
Big Fletch.
Let's see.
Did you and John Blaine come up with that chant?
Nobody on this channel came up with any kind of chant.
It definitely wasn't me. So it can only be you and John Blaine and James?
No, it was very much the people inside Fletcher's head.
Okay.
It's not, is it? I think
you think outside the box.
Yeah, you know that's a little bit too straightforward for me.
And a little bit too polite.
Yeah.
But fair play.
But there you go, what a call.
Yeah. Oh, well, listen, to be fair to him, he's right. Some of what he said was right. It is about, looking upwards and all that stuff. But let's see where we go. With that.
Yeah,
and there's a big game at the weekend. Yeah. And then obviously trip to Chelsea and then Arsenal at home. So 3 tough games coming up. But all you can do is play the next one in front of you, can't you? Pip said, I went to stadium tour on Friday. They said Jack had a box and he'd signed up for 4 years. So he's either staying or he's going to support Everton.
Supporting Everton for
the next 3 years. So there you go. Pip also says love the jumpers.
Cheers.
You can get them in our store if you want one. Jay Beard says, if we can't get a right back in, do we look for a midfielder in January and leave James Garner at right back till the summer?
Yeah, do that.
What's this? There's a feeling that Everton are targeting the left back more than the right back in January.
Strange.
So he might have made his mind up on James Garner.
He might have got thoughts. Well, we get a left back, we can out to get Grealish out, and that'll get us more goals. Take pressure off the whole team. That's what he's decided. Well, what does that say about Michalenko's future?
Because he hasn't signed
Still hasn't got a contract.
Yet, has he? Interesting.
Right, who have we got next? Get Sharpie.
Sharpie. Off we go, Sharpie.
Right, lads, can you hear me?
We can hear you, mate. Good evening.
Brilliant. Good evening, mate. How you doing, lad? You right?
Whoa, Sharpie, you sound like you've got a mic, but you're also standing 3 miles away from it.
I'm not again.
Echoey.
You do. You sound like you're recording through the wall.
I'm trying out this new headset. Okay, all right.
Just check the settings, whether the settings on your laptop or whatever are connected to the headset or just on the laptop.
Normally, there's a thing. Use whatever it is. Use laptop headphone, laptop speakers, or the external thing you've got.
Okay, all right. Just bear with a second.
I'll tell you what. You mess around with that, and we'll go to Mick, and we'll come back to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You do that.
Okay, Mick. Good evening. What do you want to say, mate?
Hang on, James. James hasn't got.
Sorry. Are we ready now? Yeah. Mick, good evening, mate. What do you want to say?
you hear me, lads?
Yeah,
Go on.
can hear you, mate.
Hear me now.
Hear me now. Good evening.
Evening.
I've been itching to get on for a few weeks, but I struggled to make this time, so the fact that it's early has helped me out a bit.
That's right, lad.
So I wanted to bring the Barry situation up.
Okay.
There's not a lot of people slamming him yesterday in the groups. I mean, they're all slamming him. Like, this lad's in the position he's in because we failed to get a striker. When we signed him, Moisey said he'll be 12 months. He's going to be a while. So because we're not scoring, he's in the deep end of it. And the lad's trying his best. But I don't think there's much more else he can do other than create a little bit more, get in the box a little bit more. And we're not really feeding the balls into him, into the box. Everything's around the box and around. And he's having to bring the ball into the box himself, which is fine. But I just wish people would just lay off him, to be honest with you, because he's a young lad. You can see on his face how many goals. It feels like 3 goals. The 2 goals he had took off him now.
2 goals, that's allowed, yeah.
And you just feel for the lads, especially when the keeper got his hand to that last night, just on the line. If we'd have bought a more of a, not proven, but a more of an experienced striker, just to be that third striker, he wouldn't be getting the minutes he's getting. And who would have, well, I'll say this, but Ped will probably go, I'd have guessed it, but who'd have thought better would have dropped off the way he has. I know he wasn't prolific last year, but he chipped in, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? Second half of the season. So it's just a bit. I feel a bit hard on the lad because he should be scoring, no doubt, and he will inevitably be measured by his goals. But he's coming to a new league, which is probably the best league in the world, and he's doing his best. Now, is he refined? No. Is he perfect? No. But the lad's having a go, so we've got to stick with him now and just put all cards on him.
The thing is, Mick, you got to ask yourself, not you, but some of the people need to ask themselves, is he getting better game by game? He hasn't got the goals, and he's unlucky, Fulham, because it's in Jai who's offside. He's not offside, and he makes his way in and puts it in. And on Saturday, Newcastle, it's one of them things. It hits his hand on the way down. It's unintentional, but it hits it. So he's unlucky there. But I'm looking at his performances, and his performances are getting better and better each game. Yeah. He's not doing enough between the sticks, that's for fair, getting himself in them positions. But last night, keeper's made a really good save somehow in the first half for the header that hit the post and it was going in. And then the one in the second half hits him on the shoulder. If it's an inch higher, it's in. And he's clipped it over him and everyone will be saying great finish. So he's getting closer and he's getting better. But you're absolutely right. If we had another striker who was putting the ball in the net, if Beto would have been sort of started the season similar to the way he finished the season, then Tierney wouldn't have had as many minutes. But there would also be far less pressure on him as well, because Beto would be scoring the goals. Or if Everton would have brought in, as I said in the summer, and I think Ped will have agreed and others, we needed a third one anyway. We went from 4 strikers last season to basically Tierney, Barry coming in and Beto. So I always felt like we needed another one.
I think the effect he's had on the team's been good though, because we've only lost 1 game since he came into the team. Is that right? Yeah. Did he start at City or was that Beto? I can't really remember.
Beto started.
Yeah, Beto against City one.
Yeah. So since he came into the team, he has helped improve the team, hasn't he? But still, if you watch the final word, we've had a chat about him. Like, there's still, I think, not just him, but I think there's a lot of work that needs to go in to the front three in terms of like movements and like, because he's never like, you never look at him go, he's like a threat, as in the ball gets threaded through to him and he's on goal. I know he done one last night where he done it partly himself, partly a little bit of luck, but him and Charlie Alcaraz worked it, and he, like you've said, the keeper just saves it. But we need to get him into more positions where we know what he wants to do and he understands what our widemen are going to do. I thought James Garner did brilliantly to pull the ball back to him. Just that may be bad that time that happened. He was still thinking about the one he just missed, and that's because he's a young player.
Well, I was saying to James in that one though, we've all done them. Where in your head you're putting it back in the far corner, and your body's too square.
I think if he's already scored, you take a touch there, and then smash it in. And that's football. I think he personally, for me, in terms of all round play, and let's remember what David Moyes almost wants from his centre forwards is his all round play brings the team into the game a lot more. I've seen people say things like our standards and strikers should be scoring goals, and yeah, ultimately strikers should be judged on goals. But I think at the moment we're going through. I'd rather see him go through like a spell of learning how to play, and we're winning games. And then you hopefully get through that period, and you get to like January, February, and he starts scoring goals. And the player you've paid for, you're starting to see. Then continuing with Beto, who for me will be leaving at the end of the season. I just don't see any way Everton offering him a new contract. I think they've got to be bold about this and go, you're 28, you're not getting a new contract. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to bring someone new in. And hopefully by then we're going to start seeing the best of Barry. And you know, I heard like it sort of plays into the dribbling stuff as well. Loads of people, why isn't he getting minutes? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm quite relaxed on dribbling. It's like when the moment comes for him to play, hopefully he'll play. But I'm quite relaxed on the fact that we bought a 19-year-old for all that money. If he's not playing, he's not playing. He's not ready. But there's loads of time for him, for Barry, because we didn't buy this other striker. Yeah. He's been thrown in at the deep end, and that's where that other striker might have just took the edge off, maybe come in to take the pressure off him now and again. But like I think you alluded to before, if we had got another striker, then maybe Barry wouldn't have got the minutes. And if he's not getting the minutes, then how's he ever going to improve as a player? Because we always say, well, you've got to play the young players. And I've just contradicted myself slightly with dribbling there. But for a player like him, I think he does have to play, and you have to go through the hard yards. And we see it of other clubs, and we'll go like the kid at Brentford. Look at him scoring the goals. Like, yeah, played the entirety of last season and didn't score a goal. We saw
a bit, but he didn't score.
We seen Tingo at United get his first goal the other night. Joshua Zirkzee get his first goal. Now that might have been. We don't watch them all the time, but that might be a. He was poor against us, but that's accumulation of all that time. Mateta was another one.
Looked awful.
No one's going to, by the way, no one's saying that this lad is going to be like Haaland by the time. But he's going to be hopefully worth what we paid for him. And ultimately, that's all you can ask for, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And if it was the first 3-4 games when he played, I weren't convinced with his effort that he was putting in. But then, as Baz has just said, then he's growing into the games, he's dropping off, or he's receiving, he's turning. And the last 2-3 games, he has started running centrally. There was the one against Newcastle where I think Dewsbury just played it just behind him.
It is his heel, didn't it?
Yeah. And it just... They're the runs, we need to be quicker. And as a team, as you just said, Peb, with the front three, we need to be quicker with that transition. Like,
there was that one last night, Mike, which someone whacked it up to me, come out the sky and just killed it instantly and faced the fella up. I've got loads of time for Beto because he really wants to do well and he works hard. Everyone can see his limitations. Beto ain't pulling that one out the sky in one touch and getting his head up.
You seen it when Beto came on? It's football. It's football by chaos, isn't it?
It's yourself wincing when the ball comes towards him because you're sort of thinking, which way is it going to go?
It's chaotic, isn't it? And you're right, sometimes it falls for him and sometimes it falls. And you know if it falls for Beto, he's actually got a decent chance of being on the other side of the defender and making an opportunity. But when it doesn't fall for him, you just know that he's out the picture and he
didn't put the work rate in that Barry did. There was one. It was like that at the end. He was like jogging, doing a press, and Barry had been sort of chasing him round a little bit. So listen, Barry's far from perfect, but he's a young lad in a new league. But he is, for me, he is growing the game.
I have seen, just going across various things, people going, "Oh, this Barry experiment is over," and you're like, mate. He will be replaced by Beto. What do you want? Do you want no, but it's true though, isn't it? It's like, do you want a lad who's has got a decent future for him and he's a young lad and wants to do well? Beto, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, he is in the last 6 months of his Everton career. Because there's no way anyone, I believe, can justify giving him a new contract.
You are in it.
No, I know, but I'm just being like...
What I mean is, and I don't even think that's a negative, he's 28. And he's got interest from Italy. Our manager clearly isn't convinced by him and never has been, but he's done all right for Everton. Done really well for us last season. He got us away from danger, his goals. Done excellently. It hasn't worked out this season, and Everton will move him on because he's in. At Christmas, you're coming into the last sort of 18 months of his deal.
Yeah.
No one's given him a 3 or 4 year contract, are they? So Everton will move him on because they'll get money for him.
Yeah.
And then it's who they replace him with.
Good,
We don't play to his strengths, do we, at the end of the day? And
No.
he's got to go to a team that are going to. So I do agree with Ped there, to be fair.
I just think it's just, we have to get it. We were talking about this yesterday. I think me and James were talking about it last night. We have to get away now. I think Michalenko, I find the Michalenko thing really interesting that we haven't given. James Garner's like, he's got another year, so it's not an issue. But I do find the Michalenko thing really interesting, whether Everton are negotiating with him and he wants maybe what he believes is like high-end money because he's a first teamer, and we're like, we don't see you as a first teamer in 6 months' time, so we're going to offer you this. And Everton might be like, playing hardball because they might be prepared to let him go for nothing. They might be like, we are not giving you a big contract. If you want to go and try your luck somewhere else, fair enough, but no one's probably paying you what we're prepared to pay you, so you try your luck. Because I do feel like now we've give those players contracts. I do feel like now we can't just be handing out contracts. We have to start going, you know what, we're going to try and improve on this team. So sorry, Michael Keane. All right, maybe it's another year, but it's on less money. Taki, you've already got yours. But everybody else, you've got to work. You've got to earn yours now. And I think Beto coming into that last year, Everton are just not going to keep him. But they're also not going to let him go for nothing either, I imagine, because there's money to be made out of him. You can get your money back that is still left on him, I imagine. So you know, let's go. I don't know if we can get one. I can't imagine we'll get one in January unless it's a loan. But we certainly need another one.
Oh, without a doubt. And then sorry, I know I've gone on a bit.
No, go on, mate.
The next bit I wanted to go on about was just the fan base in general. I think we need to realise that we're in safe hands, and I know it's not the nice, pretty signing, and we're not playing the fast-flowing football like Bournemouth do sometimes. But look at Bournemouth last night; they were dead on their feet.
Look where Bournemouth are, and look where Everton are.
Yeah, and I know. Granted, Dan, I know the league's so close, so depending on how the results go the weekend, that can all change. But it's how many times does David Moyes have to be let go for people to understand that he will do a job and he will get. And I've got no doubt that we will finish well above where we finished over the last 4 seasons. You don't have to look at the stat last night that come out of the 21 points, and the last 4 seasons have been mid-Feb. There just needs to be a sense of calm, and I know we got beat 4-0. I was at the game on Saturday, and I was angry. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But I stayed till the end. Semi clapped the team off because I was still a bit pissed off with it all. But I just sort of sat there and reflected on. Well, listen, this was not the norm, but like we were used to these performances over the last 4 years. We need to see where we're coming from, and we also need to realise that it's not going to change overnight. We haven't got the power to spend and change it overnight. Yeah. So we need to just sit tight and just let's enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you know? There's 2 things in that I would say. Right, is that last night I'm sort of glad Moyes did reference the fact of if we can get like 3 points against Forest, then we're basically not looking over our shoulder. But I'm sort of glad he still referenced the idea of still looking over our shoulder, because it is a mentality that obviously still does exist in the fan base. This idea of being worried and keeping an eye on other people's results, and I get that. I'm like that myself. You just want to get to that point where you can kick on. But just on your second point there, I do want to see Everton go into the market in January, and I do want to see them spend money, and I do think there's a real opportunity in January if you've looked at players and really believe they are players for the future or for now. I do believe there's an opportunity in January to grab a couple of players that can just maybe take like we've talked about before, like a left back that attacks to help Jack Grealish to get more out of Jack Grealish. Yeah. And maybe a centre forward somewhere. I do believe there's an opportunity in January if these owners have got the dough they say they have. You know, there's a real opportunity to go. Why not? Why are we? Because there's always that thing of like you can't buy in January and blah blah blah. I'd really love these owners to go. Do you know what? Why can't you just make Europe? Is the tools to do it now? At the moment, I don't think we've got a team good enough to get to Europe, because I don't think we've got the depth more than anything. But if they turn around early on in January and go and get the target, have you got targets? Yeah, here's the money if you want to try and get them. I'd love to see that from the owners, really putting the money where the mouth is, because I know we spent a lot in the summer, but it really didn't get us anywhere because our squad was so short because of all the players we lost. But I'd love to see them just say, yeah, here's a little bit of money, go and get that left back, or go and get that centre forward, or go and get the right back, whatever you feel you need. Not like obviously a 60, 70 million pound striker or anything, but here's the money to just boost your squad out. Let Asnu go out on loan. Maybe bring Harrison Armstrong back if they really believe they need him. If not, leave him where he is. He's doing great. But I'd love to see just that little bit of, we are trying to push on in the second half of the season, so that we are keeping the fans happy as well. So the fans who are going to the game week in and week out are starting to believe that we are pushing on. This isn't about just survival, or it's about kicking on. And then when we get to the summer, we'll go and get some more and be ready for next season.
Yeah, you're spot on. Sorry, I should have cleared that up there. It was more of a fan base perspective I was talking about.
No, yeah. No,
I totally agree with what you're saying, Ped. That's exactly what we need to do. Like, you looked at Newcastle, they made 6 changes at the weekend.
Yeah.
If we made 6 changes, God knows what the scoreline would have been. Do you know what I mean?
No, but Mick, you're right with the fan bases. And listen, we know it's not the fan bases; it's a section of a fan base that. We all want the same thing. Say this, we sit here every day and speak to thousands of people a month on this thing, thousands of people a week. Is that we all want the same thing, don't we? We all want to go to the game, sit down, watch Everton blitz who we're playing, score a ton of goals and go home happy, don't we? That's what we want. Look at what we've been like. Twice in the last 8 days, we've been so happy, haven't we? And yet Saturday was horrible. But you know, I don't know who you see, I've said this with the centre forward as well. We should have got a proven striker instead of Barry in the summer. Who?
Yeah.
Name him for the money. Name him.
Price, yeah.
For, you know what I mean? Walter made, we seen him at close quarters on Saturday. He was all right, but he was 70 million. Don't get me wrong, I do like the lad. His touch is really good. But watch the bit of it last night when I was doing my head, and he's nowhere near where you need a striker to be. He's like a number 10, but he's a good player. But what I'm trying to say is he was 70 million. So you don't know what you're getting for that. There's not that many you can go, he'll definitely get us 15 goals, because there's not many around. But also with the manager, if you got rid of David Moyes, as people were talking about whenever we lose a game, who'd you get? We've been through this. We've had stupid amounts of managers since we got rid of Martinez, haven't we? We've gone through, 8 in 8 years or something crazy. No wonder we can't get any momentum going. And yet, the fella who was in before Moyes got given unbelievable pass, a free pass to do whatever he wants, say whatever he wants, and turn out some of the worst dross I've ever seen in all my years watching Everton, and people still protected them. So I don't know what some people want. When they go things like go and get Iriola, A, why would he leave Bournemouth for Everton if you could get him? And B, but some Bournemouth fans are going, this isn't great at the moment because they've lost whatever they've lost, 4 out of 5. I know it's Bournemouth.
Don't have that.
But all football fans are like that.
No, I know.
Liverpool fans were ready to get some of them. We're ready to start burning slots at the stake. And if they get beat by Sunderland tonight, that'll start up again. And he's just won them the league. So I think wherever you are, you'll have a section of people who it's nothing you do is good enough.
With the way we live in, it's just short term.
Difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. But Moyes is a safe pair of hands who will get Everton.
Yeah.
He'll make Everton a much, much stronger outfit and that's all we can ask for, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously that is what we're aiming for. And I just think we need to sit calmly, and if it means Moyes stays another year, guess what? Bring it on, because you got players like Jack Grealish saying, I love playing for him. I love being here. Dewsbury, all right. They're not top like A-stars, like world class players, but the players who will come in and get us into Europe every year consistently.
Quality players.
Especially if we add 2-3 more along with that. It'll be, you know what, we're playing here. These are on the up here. These aren't relegation fodder like they have been the last few years, and where quickly gets around. You've got, I think we heard about Anthony Robinson. I've did links to Anthony Robinson. I don't think he'll come in January because don't think Fulham will do any business in January, but he's another player who just brings us that level a little bit higher each time.
And he's fast.
Oh, he's rapid, and it's ironic because we had him when he was younger, but he's thinking, I'm going to go there and play alongside Grealish, or I'll play with Iwobi. Like these sorts of things are going to help. And I'm not knocking Iwobi by any stretch.
No, but you're right. You're right, yeah.
People with now an outfit where people are looking at us going, these are on the up with you. Not they're on the way down. Shall I take a chance and get some extra wages?
Yeah,
and then it comes in terms of what you said before about we're not giving stupid contracts out. It's hang on, you come here, you earn your coin, and when we're in Europe, or if we do get to Europe, you'll get your bonus then, or you'll get your wage then, and it's just refreshing to see the club doing that. But I do think, like Peg said, it's down to the owners to go. Are we doing it or what? Are we going to just settle for steps by step, or are we just going to have a bash of this for the next 6 months? And hopefully they do, because I think I think if we get the right 3 or 4 players in just to strengthen the squad, I think we'll be in good stead to finish maybe 8th to 10th, somewhere around there. Hopefully, anyway.
Hopefully.
Well, that sounds nice.
Even if those couple of players get us up the league, and that gives us a nice platform then for attracting players next summer. And so you say, this is what we did in the first season. This is what we're looking to do in the second season. Yeah. It's all building blocks, isn't it? Yeah. And that's all we can do at the moment.
See it. That's the thing. We see it.
We see what we're trying to do, and players will do that as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't want to fire straight up the league and finish 4th this season. I don't think we will anyway. But
no,
and then next season be back down to 17th.
Oh, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind finishing 4th, mate. I'll finish Champions League. I'll take the Champions League.
But I know what I get your point. Yeah, your point.
But we need to build the structure so it's longevity rather than just a quick fire.
Just a quick one. Yeah, absolutely.
For example.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Nice one.
Brilliant call,
mate. See you later. Ta-ra, mate.
Take care, mate. See you later.
Right, we got Sharpie.
Sharpie back.
Has he got headphones?
Is he back? Is his voice sounding good? Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Perfect, Sharpie. Perfect.
Oh my God, he's only playing Call of Duty with James.
Nice. Well, all right, we can hear you, so that's good. Go on then, mate.
Yeah, I've gone back old school.
What you want to say?
I'll be quick because I realise you guys got a few people coming.
Go on, mate. Take your time.
Chat short.
Your time as well.
Fair play to the fans going down to Bournemouth. That's a hell of a trek down there for you guys. It's pretty close by for me, and it's a killer of a ground to get into. I tell you, I went there to the it was a few years ago. The under Lampard, it was the cup game when there was 2 in a week.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, if you're talking about dross, I mean that is definitely up there. That was just an awful game.
That's a shocker. I'm on it. Yeah.
Took forever for me to get home, and I live about 30-40 miles away. It was awful getting out there. So fair play to the fans. That must have been a hell of a night for them. I hope they had a good time going home.
Sure, he did.
The main point I wanted to call up is a bit of a worry. Was I'm thinking about O'Brien, and I didn't get to see the game last night. Unfortunately, but when I got home from work, I was glad to see the result and listen to Ped's player ratings and match reaction and stuff. And I think we all want to see him in the middle. That's where he should be playing. I'm just sort of like concerned about him being sort of chopped and changed around, playing right back or being dropped and for Keane and stuff. Do you have a fear that he might start getting a bit restless and realising that, am I going to be getting regular game time in there? What's your thoughts on that?
I personally don't have that fear. And I've seen his interview after last night saying he's loving being part of what's going on here, and he can see the club building. I think if he's smart, he just concentrates on getting better every day, because Tarky's 33.
Yeah.
And I think James Tarkowski's been a brilliant signing for Everton, I really do, on a free. And that should be the position he targets, because obviously Jared is the other side with that left foot, so that's the balance. But who knows with Jared's injury record? You know, there's definitely 2 places that he could get in either side. So for him, it's just improving all the time. I think he'll be quite settled. He's just had a baby, hasn't he? I think he's quite happy here. He's had a huge Premier League club. Who's really coming for Jake O'Brien? Really, at a huge Premier League club who are bigger than Everton.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's the kind of player that wants to get sort of like game time in his preferred
but he is playing. Position. He's played every game.
But I mean, in his preferred position, I mean, and if Keane's getting ahead of him, even with Brian Fate out of the team, who's going to stroll back in the team, that's going to lessen his chances even more of playing in the centre half. If we'd have
had a right back Sharpie, this season would have been O'Brien and Tarky. Michael Keane wouldn't have got in. Michael Keane would have played No, he wouldn't. The manager said in the summer, he's the 4th choice. We needed a 4th choice centre back.
Did he actually
and Michael
say that?
Stayed. Yeah, he's cover, wasn't he? There's nothing wrong with saying that. He was cover. There was nothing wrong. Everton were close to signing Adam Webster from Brighton. Only he wanted a few more guarantees, and then obviously Moyes wasn't prepared to give him it. And Michael, good luck to the lad, decided to stay and battle it out, and he's done all right. So
you're saying O'Brien? Sorry, he would have been playing with Taki had we bought a proper right back.
If it would have gone the way it has done, my 100% belief is it would have been O'Brien and Tarkowski, and the right back would have been, if Kenny Tete, for instance, if that deal would have gone through, we would have had Tete at right back, Tarky, O'Brien and Michalenko.
Right.
And then Jake would have had to do what he did. If Jake started having a dip or wasn't playing well, and Michael Keane would have been in. No issue with that whatsoever, but he would have played.
This is all with the Branthwaite still being injured in mind, of course.
Yeah, of course. Listen, if Branthwaite's fit, then Jared's in, isn't he? The best defender we've got. So he would have been in with Tarky, and the other two would have been sat on the bench.
Right.
So
let's say, like,
the squad.
Hypothetically, if Tarky and O'Brien are playing really well as a centre partnership, as apparently they did so last night, Branthwaite, as we know, is going to stroll back in. Who's going to get the nod with Branthwaite?
Well, I believe it beats Tarkowski at first, because he's the captain.
Yeah.
And he is good. He was good last night. He's had a little wobble now. I've heard different some suggesting it's because of Keane that he's not playing as well because he has to look after him. Others, it might just be the injury and he's been slow to get going. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. But Tarky's been a really good defender. But listen, the others are there to battle for that place, aren't they? That's what I would say. Everton's best partnership over the last couple of seasons has been Jared Branthwaite, James Tarkowski.
Yeah.
Everything will back that up. Every stat will back that up. The amount of clean sheets they've had. Now, it's great that the other two can come in and play their part as well. That's good. That's a squad. So I've got no concerns whatsoever. If Jake O'Brien can't force his way into that team and then gets a cob on, then he's not good enough, is he? So we get someone else who's better.
Right.
But I don't believe that's his mentality. I believe his mentality is he's at a huge club. He's playing a lot of games. He's going to have to be patient to force his way in. And when he gets in, he has to take his chance.
That's the word I was just about to use. I'm hoping that it will be patient enough for the time when Tarky's looking to retire and sort of be phased out the team. And I'm not sure when that might be. I think we all realise that Tarky is slowly on the decline. His performances this season haven't been in the previous two, but hopefully it's just a blip. But yeah, I just hope O'Brien has the patience to hang about. Because I'd be gutted if he actually went, but I'd also would understand that it's a short career. He wants game time.
But where would he go? That's the thing, though, Sharp. You have to look as well. Footballers have to weigh it up. He is playing for Everton. Okay, he's not playing where maybe he wants to play all the time, but he is at a huge club with playing in a huge stadium. Yeah. He's playing for Ireland. He's getting the plaudits. He's got a responsibility to get better himself. There's an aging centre-back who has done really well for Everton. He's the captain at the moment. But who's to say that come the end of the season, Jared moves or Jared stays and the manager goes, no, next season might prefer two with O'Brien and Branthwaite. Yeah. And Tarky's the sub. Right. Because O'Brien's quicker. We can play a bit higher up the pitch. Branthwaite's quick. And Tarky, you're going to have to battle now to get your minutes.
Right.
Age 34, whatever. So I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not worried about it.
No. I mean, how old is he, O'Brien?
24, 25 in May.
Okay, all right.
So he's a good age. He's a good age.
Yeah, I like him. I like the look of him. I'm looking forward to seeing him playing more regularly at the back. And he's got an eye for goal as well, hasn't he? So that'd be. I think he, by the sounds of the David Moyes' press conference last night, or sort of the interview he did, looks like he'll probably still be at centre back on Saturday. He didn't seem overly convinced that Michael Keane's going to be available at the weekend. Yeah. So that means O'Brien will have to play centre back again. So on Saturday, it's up to him to go out and give another strong performance. And if he does, then that just shows David Moyes he can do it. Yeah. So finally, before I go, you guys have got to tell me. You got to tell me the story. I mean, last time you told me about the story of Rarely, which is brilliant. Now I want to know the story of World Cup.
Oh, that's dead easy.
What is it? No, I don't know. You guys always say it. I'm like, that's brilliant. You got to tell me.
No, that's dead easy. So that's So, you know, there's a YouTuber called I Show Speed. He's an American YouTuber.
Yeah.
And he does like, he used to just play FIFA. And don't get me wrong. He's like huge now. He's like obviously huge.
Yeah.
Right.
He's huge, obviously. And basically, the last World Cup, and if you go on YouTube, you can find this, he made a song called World Cup.
Right.
And it's one of the funniest songs ever because he basically pronounces all of the countries of the world, not just the World Cup, the world, but he pronounces them all wrong. And then the chorus is welcome.
I gotta check that out.
It's so bad that it's funny.
It's so bad it's good.
So yeah.
What's his name again? What's his name?
I Show Speed.
I Show Speed. All right, I'm going to check that out. All right. Brilliant, lads. Thanks very much. Cheers.
James,
nice one, Sharpie.
Nice one, mate. Cheers, bye.
Cheers, Sharpie, to that, mate. There you go, Sharpie. Entertaining as always, and has gone off to do his research on I Show Speed. Cooper's Saws.
That's a dark YouTube hole to fall down.
It is. Cooper's Saws says, all right, boys, just seen the Grealish interview. He got very emotional. What's your thoughts? It's quite
buzzing, isn't he? He's buzzing after a game.
To be playing football every week.
He's buzzing after a game. He scored the winning goal. He's given Everton 3 points. He loves everybody. He loves the manager. He's kissing the badge.
Loves the badge.
He's loving life. He's loving life. You know, so good fair play to him. So I say just sign him right now.
Okay. Colin Mackham says sign him as long as it doesn't completely compromise our summer funds. Georgie Redmond says, with decent managers so hard to come by. Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely buzzing with Moyes. But Glasner looks like he's on his way out. Would you boys not throw the kitchen sink at him?
Glasner, I have mentioned Glasner a couple of times, but it all comes down to what the owners believe is the time that they want Moyes. Moyes is here to build foundations, isn't he? He's here to build the foundations for Everton to grow out of, to get the club in a good place and not maybe rush in and spend loads of money again. Get the foundations, and they'll do that as, you know, they'll do that as quickly as they believe them. Now, Glasner mightn't stick around, but he'd be a good manager for us. I just don't know if the timing's right. That's quite simple.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he wants them to invest, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Glasner. He wants them to invest, and they haven't. But I don't know. That'd be quite an unsettling call, getting rid of David Moyes.
Yeah, I think it'd have to be like an organic thing. I don't think just getting rid of him makes sense. But listen, a lot of people have different opinions on it. So,
Steve P says, for me, if we were to pay around 30 million for him at his age, which I do think it'll be, then he needs to have 15 goal contributions for the season. Because that's the least he should be getting for a player of his quality. I think he needs at least 7 goals. Very rarely scored 7 goals. If we want to get into Europe within the next couple of years, that needs to be the least for both wide players.
Who's paying 30 million for him? That's the question I'd ask. Who's actually paying 30 million for Jack Grealish? If you know, and him having to be uprooted again, young family, that kind of thing. I think there's a deal to be done. I don't think it's a £30 million deal.
City only have to recoup 17 million to be PSR positive with him of what's left on his thing by the time the loan's up. So I can see a deal being between 20 and 25.
It's more likely to be a lower fee but high wages. Now again, Everton have to make that decision when it's worth it. I don't know what Jack Grealish is worth to Everton commercially, but from what we're led to believe, in terms of eyeballs, every TV station in the world wants to speak to Jack Grealish when they ring up Everton and ask for a player. It's always Jack Grealish because he's bubbly, he's fun, he'll give you a good quote.
He's a big name.
He doesn't leave anything on the table. He's always willing to put it out there. So
it's a treble winner. Yeah. Big name.
Right, who we got? Get Gaz on.
Gaz, get him on.
Yeah,
good evening. Hello, mate.
Gaz.
Hello, Gaz. How are you, mate?
Doing, boys?
Not too bad.
We're good. We're buzzing. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Right, a couple of points. The first one is one player's development for me, which is James Garner. Which when we brought him in, I thought he was a bit part player. He was a backup. But now he'd waltz into our team at right back. He's the best right back at the club by an absolute mile. And I honestly think if he specialised at right back and we played him there consistently, he'd be in the England squad. I really believe that. And I also think he'd walk into our strongest midfield as well as being right back. I think his development over the last 18 months has been phenomenal.
He's had a good year since David Moyes come in, that has to be said. When Moyes come in, he really started to improve. Obviously, Moyes is a far better manager than Dyche. And obviously the coaching he's had with the other coaches that have come in, and he's really improved. He's been fantastic this season. He's been absolutely fantastic this season. And I think you're right, Gareth. I think he is comfortably the best right back. And if he was to sort of double down on that right back position, and just built on him getting forward, you know, and getting the deliveries into the box, he's an intelligent footballer. He's comfortable on the ball. Then it'd also enable Everton to go and get another strong midfield player as well, which would also help him. And obviously, again, it's easy to do these comparisons, isn't it? Yeah, but following very much Ian Snowden route. Yeah, you know, in the past, you know, and you'll remember him, Gareth, and when he come in as a midfielder and ended up going to right back and was brilliant, and only a succession of hamstring injuries stopped him playing for England at right back. But Snod was another one, very intelligent footballer, but at right back read the game brilliantly, and James Garner does the same. So why not? He's been fantastic this season. He's been up there, him or Dewsbury Hall, so far for being Everton's player of the season so far, because he's been Mr. Consistent everywhere he's played. Right back, left back, centre mid. So, yeah,
I'd
I think he's...
them two, 100% them two have been great. NGI as well as Pickford apart from Newcastle. But the other thing with him is, does he want to? Like, I know, Baz, you coach kids the same as I do. I've got a team. How many kids have you got who want to play in midfield and attack and don't want to play in defence? Does that happen on a pro level?
But if you say, think of it this way though, Gaz, right? You're right, by the way. But think of it this way, for him, the way fullbacks are now, like the old fullbacks are like Michalenko, aren't they? Like that kind of defence. It's all about defending. If you can get forward now and again and create something brilliant, but it's all about defending. Whereas nowadays, look at, you know, Trent Alexander-Arnold, how good a footballer he was, how creative he was from that right back position. That, you know, it got him a move to Real Madrid. I'm not putting James Garner in the same bracket as him of, you know, that vision and that ability, but it allows you to be so creative from that position. I don't think it's the same anymore. I think playing wide. Look at Nico O'Reilly at Man City. He's a number 10 in all the youth teams, and that's what City see him as. He plays left back or right back for City. And yet he was a number 10 creative midfield player or attacker. So, I don't know. I think nowadays when you look at full-backs, I think they're some of the best players in the teams, which is unheard of. Yeah. It's unheard of. No.
Yeah.
But he would be, wouldn't he?
Yeah, 100%. But the other thing is, well, people moaning about Moyes, what points tally that we're on now, the last 3 seasons, it's been mid-February before we've hit that. Yeah. And people are still saying they want him out, and we've not progressed. How's that not progression? We're 3 months early.
You must watch Everton with a blindfold on if you don't think they haven't progressed since Moyes took over. Because they were horrific. They were horrific under the other fella.
I mean, I don't think that. I do believe.
No, I'm not. I don't mean you. I mean people who say we haven't progressed. Now, is it as silky as the likes of Bournemouth when they're on song, or, you know, other teams? There's not many of them. Is it as energetic as Sunderland? Well, not yet, but they did spend. And that, to be fair to Sunderland, their recruitment was good in the summer, but they already had some good young players. But I still back Everton to finish above Sunderland, and I back David Moyes to keep putting Everton into a position where we're scrapping for a European place. Whether we achieve it is a different thing, but at least being in a conversation in December for Europe is a lovely thing. Whether it pans out like that, you don't know, do you?
No, it's
There's certain players as well, whereas like in the past you were on about going to school. Your lad, it's nice. My lad, born and raised in Manchester, obviously, because I moved there. And after beating United, it was brilliant for him. But
yeah, exactly.
we're getting his shirts for Christmas, and he's having to think about what name to get on the back. Because he wants Shrewsbury Hall, he wants Grealish, in the past, you're scrapping around for names because there was no players that kids want on the back of the shirt.
It would have been Hughes, wouldn't it? Let's be honest.
Now there's a few where people do, which shows the progression, I think.
Yeah.
I think Shrewsbury Hall's an amazing signing.
Yeah,
he's not the type of player we signed. And we've got someone at the peak, in my opinion. And I can't believe we've managed to get him.
Moyes again, to be fair. It's Moyes. He done a good job on convincing him to come. And the funny thing is with that is told him that he'd have to come and scrap for his place as well. He wasn't guaranteeing him anything. And the lad was up for the fight and has been excellent. Hasn't he, Dewsbury Hall?
Yeah, fantastic. The last month he's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. And it just shows you, Gareth, doesn't it, when you get those players who are good footballers and have got good control and can get about the pitch. It takes your team up about 3 levels and enables you to see those 2 away games out like we have done in the manner which we've done it.
And he seems to have a good spirit as well. Like you always see, I know it's like TikTok and Facebook and all that, but they always seem to be posting pictures of them having banter and interacting with each other. There doesn't seem to be any, like Jack Grealish is the superstar, isn't he? But then Njai is probably our best player. And they all seem to be interacting with each other, they're posting with each other, like they're friends rather than just colleagues.
But that's huge as well. That's huge for the football club, though. People like Jack Grealish consistently posting pictures of him in his Everton gear and all that. Dewsbury, I know you can step back from it and look at it as a little thing, but it isn't a little thing for us because we need our name bandied about everywhere. Dewsbury all doing it and Jai, getting more and more attention, but still doing it. And Grealish, all of that for the football club, and because that's the way the business is now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to have your name everywhere, your face everywhere, and those lads are doing it. So long may that continue. Long may there be lots of opportunities for them to do that as well.
100%, boys. Well, like I say, Merry Christmas to both of you, because I normally work till 8 on a Wednesday, so I probably won't be in again. So Merry Christmas, and I'll let the rest of the guys get on who are waiting. I know there's a couple there.
Have a good one, guys. If we don't speak to you, mate, take care.
Mate.
See you later. Who we got next? Brian, patiently waiting. Let's get straight over to Bry in Sweden. Brian, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'll be going on my bench before I got on here tonight.
Busy because Everton have won. Jubilant Evertonians, Brian. It's lovely.
I do enjoy this programme being popular.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Go on, mate. What do you want to say?
Well, I just carry on a little bit with James Garner. A few months ago, we discussed this, what James Garner should do. My suggestion was he should specialise as right back now, because that's the only way he's going to get a long-term Everton career. Because I think as a midfielder, he'll be replaced next season, or at least, well, definitely the season after. But as a right back, he could stay there for a while. He just has to do his technique. He has to work on that. Because if you noticed, he goes in with the outside of his foot so often into a tackle, which means his body shape is wrong, his positioning's wrong. So if he can get some kind of fullback on the coaching team somewhere. We might have one somewhere, I suggest, on how to make a tackle and not use the outside of your foot and risk breaking your ankle. Because he could do it. I mean, remember what happened with Tommy Wright? He was never going to get in ahead of Paul Harvey and Kendall. So it's a right back and ended up going to the World Cup in 1970. As you said yourself, Snowden made a brilliant right back. England call as he got injured. Mick Bernard did it. Tony Hibbert was a midfield before he went to right back.
He was.
He'd never had a midfield career anywhere. But as a right back, look what happened. So
exactly,
if I'm what's his name, Garner, and I'd be seriously considering a long-term career at having the right back.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Again, we all, I think most people look at it and go, he's easily the best right back at the club. He's such a good footballer. And he could.
We've gone through that already. So,
but he could make that position his own, couldn't he? That's the thing.
That's my suggestion.
That's it, yeah. Whether he, I think, I don't know who said it before, it might have just been Gareth then saying, it's whether or not he sees himself solely as a midfielder, or whether he goes, you know what, I do enjoy this bit of the pitch where I get to pick my head up, I can see passes and stuff like that. So if he believes and buys into it a bit, and the manager can sort of say, look, this is yours to sort of, you can have this position, whatever, then why not? Why not?
It's got to be. If he wants a long-term having career, he's got to do it, I think. Secondly, we have the doom-mongers and the fan base back again. And you know what? It's quite a heartening thought, isn't it? Because they really moan and groan when we're awful. That means we've been good sometimes. If you look back here, we were permanently awful.
Yeah.
But now we're not permanently awful. That's had some good games. So expectations are higher. We've raised the level. We want more. We know we're capable of more. So obviously the moaning gets louder when we are we fall back into our awful phase again. But it's going to happen. But we are having good games, which is what we were not getting a year or so ago. So this is good.
Absolutely. Well, we were on the run a year ago, even though a year ago we beat Wolves 4-0. Because Ped was in. You were on your way to Paris, I think, mate. Paris. But we were in the middle of that run that saw 9 out of 11 games just not score a goal.
Yeah.
So you look a year later and see we're on 21 points, or 3 points off a Champions League place. We're doing well. We're beating big wins away from home. Then if people can't see that as progress, then I don't know how they judge progress personally. But
agreed. But the fact that people are moaning and are upset is a good sign, because they feel let down because we've not reached the levels we're capable of. And a year ago we were not capable of those levels.
Yeah, it's true. Good way of putting it.
That's what I mean. The fact that
good way of putting it. Yeah,
we have something to moan about.
Well, that's the potential. That's the potential of the club.
Standards, isn't it? Just you're dropping your when you drop your standards like we did on Saturday, people are going to complain because you set your standards higher, and if you don't meet them, at least in a game, then people are going to moan about it. That's the art, aren't they?
Yeah. On all the moaning, I was a bit upset about the way the treatment Tim got after Newcastle game. Okay, had a poor game, but you should never write off a player for one poor game. Because he's got a lot of credit, a lot of good reports and stuff, positive press about when he's been coming in as a sub. He's been making a good impression, doing a good job. He's been solid, not spectacular, solid, doing his job. And he has one bad game. People are writing him off. How awful. How stupid are people to do that? But then he got to play again yesterday, and he was brilliant. He was very, very very, very good, I'll say.
He's just got to get his consistency.
And he should not be written off just because they have a bad game. Everyone has a bad day at the office, So just writing people off in such a short space of time is moronic, basically.
Okay. Well, listen, it happens. It's social media, isn't it? Social media.
Brave enough to continue playing players and letting develop. Say, okay, you had a bad game, let's go again. I hope he's brave enough to do that with these younger players. And I hope he's brave enough to do it on Saturday by not playing Michael Keane, even if he's fit. Put him on the bench in that case. He's not the kind of manager who often changes a winning team.
Well, he'll have to change it because he'll abuse himself, but I don't think he would have changed it necessarily had Tim been out. He might have still done, I don't know, but it sounds like...
I didn't know that.
Boonham suspended, yeah, so he's going to have to change it. But I think possibly Michael Keane looks like he might be missing for a couple of weeks. By the sounds of it, I might be wrong on that one, but just he didn't seem convinced he was back at the weekend. He said, hopefully he's not out for too long. Normally, they'd say he's got a chance for the weekend, and he didn't say that. So I might be reading too much in for that, but we'll see. But Tim had the poor night on Saturday night. And that's people need to, when you're looking at these games, and just accept that some days, and particularly a younger player who doesn't play every week, will drop below a level because they're trying to find that consistency. Jordan Pickford had a poor day at the office at the weekend, and he's been excellent for us. And he was back on it last night. So it happens. It happens. You can't just, don't kill people for one game, absolutely. But you can think, can we do better? And we maybe need better. But yeah, listen, Boonham's been up and down. So if he can get a level of consistency, good for him and good for us. That's what I'd say.
I just hope that Garner be forced back into midfield. I know he was on his last yellow, and I was nervous about the whole game.
Yeah,
but I didn't know about Uruguay.
That's him out this week.
So if my suggestion, if Garner's forced back into midfield because of the other injuries and suspensions, I want to see Patterson at right back, because we've been how long have we going on about getting new fullbacks? Well, the proper fullback gives you balance. Now, whether he's up to Premier League or not is irrelevant, because we don't have anyone else. The team will form better because of the better balance in the team. And
I mean, if he's
capable of doing the overlaps as well.
If it's him, then he has to be ready, doesn't he? And he has to step up.
Yes.
And it's as simple as that. And you are right, it does give us a better balance, because obviously we're down to the bare bones, and putting James Garner in centre midfield gives you that balance back, rather than putting who else would it be? Dwight McNeil. So I'd rather have Garner, and I'd rather have Nathan Patterson play right back. Charkey will have to protect him, and Jai will have to help him as well. James Garner in centre midfield will have to go over and help him as well. Everyone's just going to have to do an extra bit, and maybe it lasts an hour, and maybe then you do have to put James Garner on back at right back if that's the case. But Nathan Patterson's a professional footballer. He's played in the Premier League. If he's asked to step up on Saturday, he has to step up. It's as simple as that.
Don't forget, in April we played Arsenal, who were flying, and he played left back. He hadn't been playing, and Moyes played him left back, and he had a decent game, to be fair, up against tough players. So he did do a job. If he come in on Saturday, hopefully he'd do a job. The week after at Chelsea, we've got Boonham back available, and we'll have a Garner back. So two are coming back in to the squad. So if you really needed to change it, Michael Keane might be available again. Then who knows? So
I just hope the fans, the boo boys lay off him, because
I don't think he'd get booed in the game. I don't hear that at the game.
I think there's a player in there myself. I really do.
But I'll be honest, Bry. I haven't heard any Everton player be booed for a while. Maybe going off if they've done something, but in general, I think people. If Nathan Patterson's in Everton's starting lineup, he'll get a big cheer before the game. And listen, a lot of people, and a lot of in the comments here, saying, love to see him be brilliant against Forest and Deitch on Saturday after what Deitch's done to him. So that'll be a little extra incentive to him as well to perform in front of Deitch. And when he's over on that right-hand side, smash a couple of balls the manager's way. The ex-manager's way. Out of anger, which you see sometimes, don't you? So, be interesting. Yeah,
I think he's had a really hard time with injuries, then not getting a chance to play regularly. I do think there's a player in there. And the marvellous thing about all this, of course, is that I'll be there to witness it.
Ooh, nice one, Bry.
Nice, Bry. Enjoy it.
94 of us coming over.
Nice.
We're all with our skis. These clubs coming over.
Nice. Be tremendous. Tremendous.
I'm going to bring me woolly hat because it's going to be cold there.
It is going to be cold. It is cold.
It was cold, yeah.
Because my dad and my brother, both the captains of the Merchant Navy, and we actually sailed out of Bromley Moor Dock.
Oh. Right, okay. So a bit of synergy there, yeah?
Yeah, I was with my dad. We sailed out Bramley-Moore. Most often it was Gladstone,
Right.
occasionally Kings, but we did Bramley-Moore up too. So it'll be a nice little touch that.
Yeah, be
nice.
lovely. Well, enjoy it, Mike. Mike, because you got Mike. Enjoy it, Brian. You and the 93 other Swedes who have coming over to watch the game. It should be. Hopefully, it'll be a lucky charm, and we can get big 3 points again.
Absolutely.
Which would take the pressure off even more, wouldn't it? Really, and kick Everton on again. To I think if Everton won at the weekend, I think they'd go to Chelsea flying in confident mood, and then see how it goes, because they've obviously got Champions League games coming up as well, Chelsea. So next week. So
I think in the south, that's bordering on the river. Entrance 231, I think it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that's backing onto the river, I think.
Be on the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. So enjoy
if
it.
we're all there together, we can actually do our little song again, which gave us a goal last time we did it.
Do it.
Fair play.
You're all together. Do it. We need all the help we can get with scoring goals.
You got it.
Yeah.
Nice one, Bri.
All right, Bri. Take care, mate.
See you soon. Ta-da.
All right, see you, Bri. Enjoy the trip. See you, mate.
Ta-da.
Oh yeah. And by the way, those people. Remember, I forgot about this actually. When I spoke last time, but very brief because I know Eddie's. Eddie the dude. He's waiting. Anyway, okay, Eddie, please. Patience.
Go on, Bri.
Is it Eddie?
People moaning about getting.
It's Mike, but carry on. Go on.
An hour later after the match. I never heard anyone complaining about people having to walk to Kirkdale Station to get the train home in all weathers, or waiting for a soccer bus to take into Sandhills into town for an hour as all the buses go past, or waiting on Walton Road for the bus when they're all selling past.
To be fair, Bri, though, you've just mentioned about 7 different things, and that's 6 more than there are now to take people home. So,
Bri.
Exactly.
Options.
There's so many other different ways of getting out of Goodison to the hundreds of streets around the place.
Yeah, but there isn't there. So, and that's why. That's what the problem is.
I say, suck it up, because if you've got, is it not worth an extra
Where are you staying, Bri?
Or an hour?
Where are you staying at the weekend?
This brilliant new stadium.
Where are you staying at the weekend, Brian?
Is it not worth the price? Okay.
Where are you staying at the weekend?
If people are fed up about 1 hour, it takes me.
Bri, let me just stop you. Bri, let me just stop you. I know, but that's because you live in a bloody stupid country. That's nothing to do with going the match, is it? That's because you chose to live in a. That's because you chose to live in a country that has economic promise. No, I think. No, to be fair, Bri, to be fair, the transport is shocking, mate, and the fella who is supposed to be able to organise it, I've listened to him again on the radio, and he just keeps on making excuses, and he's not saying to anyone what's going to happen. And I know what your sentiment is, but at the same time, people are going to stop going the game, and it has to be fit. It has to.
Elderly people are giving up.
It has to be fixed, mate. It has to be fixed. It's not good enough. It isn't good enough. I don't think it's good enough for anybody, mate. Honestly, it has to be fixed. Most of us can.
You can have a rant, but I'll have a rant. The fact it takes me an hour and a half to get home.
You get more daylight than the rest of us, so fuck off.
Doesn't this time of year?
Well, only for 5 months. But it doesn't make a difference, because when we come to work it's dark, and when we go home it's dark, so we might as well have no light.
Well, welcome to my world.
Oh, piss off.
You get snow as well, we don't.
Listen, I'll not bring you any of that fika stuff next time if you carry on like that.
Brian, we're going because Mike wants to get on and we want to go home. Have a safe journey. Enjoy the trip, mate. See you later. Ta-ra, Brian. Mike, are you there?
Mike's jibbed it.
Has Mike been there?
Mike's jibbed it. Mike thinks Brian's still talking, and he's just jibbed it off. He's like, what's the point?
Hello? Hello, Mike?
He's just said where?
Hello, Mike. Mike, right, can you hear us? Oh, this is like Gary in the basement. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us? You can't hear us.
Hello?
Hello?
I can see you, but I can't hear you.
Okay. Not unusual there, is it?
Nah, we can hear you now. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Right, so go on. Get your points across before we lose you. Go on, mate.
Well, realistically speaking, I was going to say Xmas.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're a Christian. You're a Christian, and you put Xmas on your thing. Barry, come on, really?
I haven't put anything anywhere.
Where does it say Xmas? It says
on
Crimbo.
Toffee TV, it says Xmas.
That's James. James is an atheist. He doesn't care.
Yeah, it's James.
James. He doesn't.
James
he doesn't believe.
The world down.
He doesn't believe in fellas coming out of caves 3 days after he died.
Little glue. Then
You heard that as well.
It, but you don't need to do it, mate.
Yeah, atheist pet as well. Terrible.
Yeah, James. Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
it,
you can't have gone to Club Call to talk about Xmas rather than Christmas, mate. Come on, mate.
No, I haven't. I actually think we're doing quite well.
Well, we are.
And
Yeah.
I think that everybody is absolutely fucking bemusing in my eyes that they want to sack Moyes. What? Come on, really?
I think that's about 7 people, though.
They're just loud.
And it's the same 7 that didn't like him the first time he was manager.
No. Look, honest to God, I look at it and I go, yeah, good then. Right, okay, we got battered last time. But Moyes does the same thing that Moyes does. You know what Moyes does?
Gets results.
Battered and then we win.
Yeah.
Go on. Okay. I don't get
That's what we...
Ped's favourite player coming on the pitch. I don't get it.
Hang on, so you've gone from backing him to now saying, why is he making subs?
I don't understand why he brings
No,
on, mate.
No, I don't know, mate.
Same as you. Yeah.
No,
I don't get it.
There you go. I don't get it, mate.
Experience. I think it's just for the experience, isn't it? To go and sit in the midfield. It's only 10 minutes, isn't it?
Oh, God, experience. I've got the experience of Dwight McNeil sitting in my midfield.
But if everyone was fit, though, mate, he wouldn't be getting on, would he? If Roll was there and Garner was there, he wouldn't be getting on, would he? He's only getting on because of circumstance, really.
So we do the same thing that we always do.
But what I would say, Mike, is...
You're the person, bro, that looks at who we should buy and this, that, and the other.
No, but I'm not bringing him on, am I? I'm just...
You wouldn't buy Roll, would you?
I wouldn't buy Roll. I don't know,
You wouldn't take him on loan, would you? Oh,
well, I'd take it.
You wouldn't take him on. You wouldn't even take him on loan, mate.
I would take Roll on loan because you have to have a look at him
Big angry ginger. Go on then. Oh, sorry, strawberry blonde.
What's going on?
I don't know what he wants you to... He maybe wants you to talk about McNeil. I don't know.
What I was going to say about McNeil was... He's come off the bench in 2 games and we've successfully seen him out. So maybe we found his new role, which is yeah, I know, but forget that. That was away. That was home. This is away. In away games, bringing him on when you're 1-0 up. So far, 100% success rate.
Came on at Sunderland.
It was already 1-1.
It was, but he didn't add any.
Doesn't matter. That's not the thing I'm asking for. I'm saying he's got a very particular set of skills. 7 minutes when you're 1-0 up away from home. That's the role. Hopefully...
I think we can agree. If Everton had Roll and Everton had Idrissa Gana Gate there, he's not getting on, is he? And Irabunum, because Irabunum would be on before. He's getting on because it's just thingy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just circumstance, isn't it? But we are doing all right, Mike. You're right. And people who are ready to have a go at David Moyes, haven't we had all of that? Haven't we had all of that turbulence for years? I'm not saying give him a 5-year contract.
We had that with Moyes beforehand. Did we not have that with Moyes beforehand?
Yeah, people were always... But
Moyes beforehand, we got, oh my God, he's shit, he's this, that, and the other. And we got at least the top 4 or Europe.
We were in Europe, and got in the top 4 and we used to whack loads of teams at home. And
just the crap out of me, mate. Honestly. And my missus is West Ham.
Yeah.
She would love him back.
Yeah. God. Yeah, West Ham, jeez. I mean, they are crazy. They are crazy. Never done anything in the history, and an FA Cup in 1980, and that was it. And yet until he won the Conference League the other year, which he won, and yet
one of European. Oh my God! I could not believe that they were shouting, "And you'll never sing that." Oh my God! Really? You won the Mickey Mouse of the Mickey Mouse Cups?
I'd take it.
100%. 100% take it.
I'd have it for a day out or two.
Have it just to win something. Yeah.
Bed, honest to God, mate, I would take it.
I would take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That and the Carabao Cup, two of my biggest aims. Just to get them on the thing.
1995 was the best day of what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? So it's just, it's one of them, isn't it? You've just got to build, and hopefully we'll get that opportunity.
Our fans are absolutely fucking crazy, mate.
I know, well, listen, it'll be, like Ped said, it'll be a small section, they'll be loud. And they're entitled, listen to Evertonians, they're entitled to their opinion if they don't like what they see. And of course, we can't tell anyone how they should feel about the thing, but we all want the same, don't we? We all want to watch Everton doing well. We all want to see Everton winning games. We all have a slightly different version of what it should look like. Yeah. When people get frustrated and they look for someone to blame.
I agree, but I would like the same Evertonians to go ahead then. It's gonna take a bit.
No, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. There was never a quick fix, and what he's done in 10 months it's incredible, really. They've won 8 away games in this.
Exactly what he
it's
did
mad.
last time. Baz, he's done exactly what he did last time. He's got a stable.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And again, like I say, that it's why I don't really use social media anymore, mate, because it's full of people who just want to drag everything and everybody down. So I just stay away from it.
Absolute weirdos, mate.
And that brings us full circle. That brings us full circle because
you end up with the red shite in your comments.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wait there. No, good. Red shite in your comments. Sorry. Yeah, got it. I apologise. Awesome.
There you go. I was going to say full circle because very much like Jesus, he was in a stable as well.
Moyes?
Yeah, Moyes made a stable and Jesus made in a stable. So
going early with the Christmas joke.
I wasn't. It's not a joke. I'm just reacting to what Christmas Mike was saying. Also, apparently, Mike in the comments they're saying X is a X.
Baz, say that,
yes, mate.
Say that. Yeah, good. Yeah, take that because you put Xmas up on.
No, because Xmas in the comments, people are saying Xmas is X is in the Greek language for Christ.
It is, yeah.
So it's I can't mess with the Greeks.
Yeah, yeah. Pedro was
It is. It literally is. It literally is, Mike. So away in a manger you go, and let's finish.
Christmas.
Right, Mike, we're going, mate. Oh, there's a delay. Right, catch you later, Mike.
Yeah.
Because we've got to go for our tea. Nice one, mate. Speak to you soon.
We want to get out because we've heard the red men coming.
Yeah, we want to just get out.
Wham about the back and all that. So we want to get off quickly.
They're going full Andrew Ridgeley.
They are. Right.
See you later, Mike.
Good one, mate. See you later. Mike there. Looks like he's had a couple of sherbets to start the evening, so fair play to him. Right, we're going. We'll see you all tomorrow. Like, subscribe, check out the final word if you haven't. Thanks everyone who's got in touch, call. Take it easy.